I'd like to share with you a topic that's deeply important in both education and the arts: multicultural education in the art room. In a world that's increasingly diverse, the art room can be a powerful space where students see themselves, explore other cultures, and express big ideas. My goal today is to offer practical strategies for weaving multicultural education into your art curriculum that promote equity, creativity, and critical thinking. Why multicultural education? Well, there are many reasons that multicultural education matters, but here are a few key ones that are especially relevant to the art room. The first reason is that it promotes equity and representation. Multicultural education ensures that students from all racial, cultural, and linguistic backgrounds are able to see themselves reflected in the curriculum. This affirms their identities and helps to promote a sense of belonging. Students feel seen and valued when their culture is reflected in class, and the art room can be a great place to do this. Multicultural education also helps to build cultural competence. Students learn to appreciate and navigate through different cultural perspectives, preparing them for a diverse and interconnected world. It helps to encourage empathy and respect. By learning about others' histories and traditions, students develop empathy and reduce prejudice, bias, and stereotypes. Exposing students to global stories will help to challenge the stereotypes that they have encountered. Multicultural education can also enhance critical thinking skills. Students are able to analyze history and art through multiple lenses, questioning the dominant narratives and exploring alternate viewpoints. Student engagement is also positively influenced by multicultural education. When students feel represented in the content that they're learning, their motivation and connection to school increases. We can also affirm student identity through multicultural education in the art room. When students are able to learn about their own culture and contributions to society, it helps to validate the student experience and builds their confidence, especially for those students from marginalized groups. It supports social justice. Multicultural education empowers students to recognize and challenge social inequities and envision a more just world. It helps to prepare students for global citizenship. Understanding the diverse cultures is essential in today's globalized society and workplace. Multicultural education helps to lay that foundation. And creativity through diversity is fostered through multicultural education. In an art classroom, multicultural education introduces students to global art forms, symbols, materials, and techniques. It expands their creative possibilities. In a world that's becoming increasingly diverse, multicultural art education helps our students feel seen and helps all students better understand the world around them. Art is uniquely suited to this work. It's visual, emotional, expressive. It's one of the most powerful tools we have for helping students explore their identities, culture, and community, and it allows students to bring their full selves into the creative process. Now that we've discussed the importance of using multicultural education in the art classroom, let's talk about a few ways that we can do this. One is to encourage students to participate in student-led cultural explorations. We can discuss identity through the use of self-portraits, discover world holidays and festivals, diversify your own art curriculum, and give the students a chance to use activism through their art. Student-led cultural explorations is an inquiry-based method to allow students to discover culture on their own. Ask students to choose a culture that they will research and share about the art forms and traditions of that culture. Then they will use these art forms to create work in the style of the culture that they have studied. This allows students to build ownership and curiosity. They may choose a culture of which they are a part, or something completely different to broaden their horizons. Self-portraits are a wonderful way to explore identity. You can explore all aspects of a student's identity. Think of culture, family, gender, language, values. We can go beyond appearance. This is a great activity for students of any level and can be adjusted for both older or younger students. It allows for deep personal reflection, and there are lots of great professional examples out there, such as these by Kehinde Wiley and Wendy Redstar. We can use celebrations as a window into additional cultures. This will allow us to celebrate diverse art forms as students study various world holidays and festivals. For whatever celebrations you teach, be sure to include both the history and the cultural significance. Be sure to honor, not imitate, and include authentic voice whenever possible by inviting in these people. It's also important to think about the diversity shown in your art curriculum. Are you moving beyond the basics or teaching only one or two token cultural artists? Be sure to include contemporary artists that are relevant to today's students. Also thinking about relevance, look into local artists or those that are relevant to your current students and using artists that come from the same backgrounds that they do. And last but not least, allow students the chance to experience activism through art. Art can amplify voices and make complex issues more visible, whether it's environmental, mental health, and last but certainly not least, allow students the chance to experience activism through art. Art has a way of amplifying voices and making complex issues more accessible. It also sparks critical thinking. Whether it's an environmental justice issue, mental health, or identity, students can use their art to spark conversation and inspire action. These ideas are just the beginning. There are several other ways that you can use multicultural education appropriately in your art room. Just remember that multicultural education in the art room isn't just teaching about culture. It's about helping students to use art to understand who they are, to appreciate others, and to imagine a better world. Keep exploring, questioning, and creating, because the future of art education is as diverse and dynamic as the students we teach. For more information on this topic, be sure to check out these resources and several others. Good luck and have fun in your classroom.